been a while since my last music collection video, but as you can see, my music collection is still alive. I had to tone it down a little bit because I was spending like a shit ton of money on CDs, which is why my last video was, I believe, in December. But anyways, most of these I picked up today. Some I got at HMV, and some I got from a local pawn shop that just recently opened. And I believe one CD I got at Walmart. So let's just get right to it. Go through these first, I guess. First we have Foo Fighters, The Color and the Shape. I believe this is their first album. I could be wrong, don't quote me on that. I got this from the pawn shop. As you can see, it's kind of used. I think all of them were used. But I tested them all and they work fine, which is all that matters. There's some good songs on this one, like Monkey Wrench, My Hero, and Everlong. Those are like the three big ones. I'm not too familiar with the others, but I'll have to listen to it. Next we have Foo Fighters. I believe this is self-titled. Yeah, actually, is this their first album? I can't remember. This one says 1995. What does this say? 1997. Okay. So I believe this is their first one. I could be wrong again. Don't quote me. The only song I know is This Is a Call, which is the first track, and I believe the main single. But I'll have to listen to that again. That's another used one. Foo Fighters, In Your Honor. This is a 2 CD set. I believe the first CD is all like electric tracks, and the second one's all acoustic. I know like 2 songs, No Way Back and Best of You. So, that's another one I'll have to listen to. Next we have 311 or 311 with Transistor. I picked this up mainly because of the one song Beautiful Disaster, which was in Guitar Hero World Tour. I really like that song, so I decided to pick this up and see what this band was all about. It's another one I'll have to listen to. I haven't really listened to any of these yet. Oh, except for this one. I forgot to show this one. This is Foo Fighters Sonic Highways. This is their newest album. Pretty decent album, I have to say. The main single, Something From Nothing, is a really strong track. I can't remember any other tracks, but I have listened to this and there are a few that stood out. It's just been a while. Next we have Aerosmith, Done With Mirrors. Not one of their best albums. I only know like one song, Let the Music Do the Talking, which is a pretty good song. I don't know anything else. I'll have to listen to that one. This one is like fairly old, 1985. Aerosmith, Get a Grip. This is from 1993. I know Living on the Edge and Crying. And I think Amazing too, but it's been a while. Both of those Aerosmith ones were used, by the way. This one's definitely used because the case is kind of cracked, but I had to buy it regardless. It was like $3. A Perfect Circle, Mur de Noms, I believe that's how you say it. If you don't know who A Perfect Circle are, they're a really good alternative band. They're kind of like, they sound a lot like Tool, because I think the main singer of Tool is the main singer of this band. But yeah, they're kind of like a super group. They're a really good alternative band. There's a lot of good songs on here, like Judith and The Hollow and 3 Libras, plus a lot more. It's been a while since I heard this one. I'm glad to have a physical copy of it. I don't care if it's used or not. And we also have A Perfect Circle with eMOTIVe. I believe this is a cover album. Not their best work. I believe there's 2 original tracks and the rest are covers. Only 2 stand out. There's When the Levee Breaks, which is a Led Zeppelin song, and Imagine, which is John Lennon. I kind of enjoyed their take on Imagine. It's different. They do it in a different key, but I kind of like it. And speaking of Tool, I also found this used, Tool with Undertow. Don't know anything about the album at all. I do have another Tool CD in my collection. I believe it's called Lateralis. which is a really good album. I hope this is somewhat more of the same. Next we have Chumbawamba with Tubthumper. I know this is a really random album, but mostly everyone knows this album from one song, Tub Thumping. You know that song, I get knocked down but I get up again? That song. Well, I first heard this album when I was like a kid, and it's just a really catchy album. Like, the whole album, I mean, is really catchy. It's a shame that they're only known for one song, because there's a lot of good songs on here. And yeah, I'm really glad I found this. This one might actually be one of my best finds, I think. It's just really good for old time's sake. These are all ones I got at HMV. Some of them are already open, some of them aren't. First we have Radiohead with OK Computer. I have the Benz and some Best Of CD, which I enjoyed both of. So I decided to get some more Radiohead. I saw this there. I know Paranoid Android and Karma Police. Those are the only two songs I know. I think some of those other ones might be on the Best Of, but I can't remember. But yeah, hopefully that'll be a good album to listen to. Next we have the Offspring, Rise and Fall, Rage and Grace. This is one of their newer ones. I know Hammerhead, which is a good song. Yeah, I don't really know anything else. And I'm kind of an Offspring fan, but I just never really... I don't think I've listened to this album, to be honest, in its entirety. That'll be interesting. I don't think I've listened to Days Go By either. I think that's their newest one. But all the other Offspring albums I have listened to. Next we have Muse with Origin of Symmetry. Here's another one I don't really know a whole lot about. I know Plugin' Baby, which is a phenomenal song with an awesome riff. I believe this one might be like their second album. I like Muse, they're really good. Next, we have the White Stripes with their first self-titled album. This completes my entire White Stripes discography. This is easily my least favorite out of their discography, but you know, I picked it up. It was like $10 or something, and you know, I have all their CDs now, so what can I say? Looks nice on my shelf. Next we have Death with Human. This is another one of Death's reissues. If you see my previous videos, I have a lot of their reissues already, like at least 5 maybe. But I seen this one there, and I don't believe I have this one, so I picked it up. I don't know like anything about it. I don't know any of the songs, to be honest. I'm not a huge Death fan. They have some pretty good songs though. I see the bonus track is God of Thunder. I'm wondering if that's the Kiss song, because if it is, it'll be pretty funny. Next we have AM by Arctic Monkeys. I've been getting into this band a little lately. Oh, that's cool. That's cool how they use the Black Sabbath font there, the Master of Reality font. I never noticed that. I know Are You Mine, that's like the only song I know. But hopefully it's a good album. I tried to find the album with Brian Storm on it, but I couldn't find it. Because I heard their older stuff is a little bit more like rockish, which is kind of what I like. Next we have Sublime with, well, Sublime, I believe it's self-titled. There's some really good songs on here. What I Got is a big hit, Santeria. I know Seed from, I believe, Tony Hawk's Underground. And I know Doin' Time from a video game, I can't remember. But, yeah, Sublime's pretty cool. I was looking for this album for a while. I'm glad I found it. And last, but certainly not least, one of my biggest pickups, In Flames, Subterranean, the 2014 reissue. This, well, I thought this was rare until I found this tonight. It's a reissue. I'm glad they reissued this because the original is very rare. It's basically a 5-track EP, but they throw in a lot of bonus songs here. Yeah, they throw in like 4 bonus songs. There's 2 covers, Murders in the Rue Morgue, originally by Iron Maiden, and Eye of the Beholder, originally by Metallica. I have listened to all these songs before. I have them on my iPod. I'm just glad I have a physical copy of this because, well, I just love In Flames. Not so much their newer stuff. Their newer stuff is kind of shitty, to say the least, but this is a pretty old release. I mean, the original came out like 1990 something. I don't know for sure. Mid-90s, I believe. But yeah, it's my big haul I got. I'm pretty happy with it, and I'll see you next time.